Alright, so the Lions are officially now off the bye week. So yeah, enjoyed my last week off away from the team. You know, focusing on other things. And of course, retaining the NASCAR heavyweight champ. So now count it down. C-Rad officially heavyweight champ for 1 year. And of course, we got a special guest joining us for this video to join the champ. Because you see right here, this is my kitty, Tofu. She's going to join us for this review. This preview, of course, as the Lions take on the Steel Curtain, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Yinzer Nation. So, of course, Lions and Steelers, a lot to decide in this game this week. So, let's go ahead and let's take a look at this week's game while my kitty Tofu just joins with us here. So, of course, for this week's game against the Steelers, the current point spread, the spread has the Steelers favored in this game by 9 points. So, yeah, not looking good for the Lions this week for sure. Of course, I'm in the all-time head-to-head series. The Pittsburgh leads the all-time series against Detroit 17-14-1. And Pittsburgh, of course, has won the last 5 meetings dating back to the mid-90s. So, yeah, the Steelers have had Detroit's number for quite a bit. Of course, the last time the Lions and the Steelers met was in 2017 in Detroit. We're going to talk about that game in a little bit. So, of course, Detroit this year, they've been 0-4 on the road this year, and the Steelers are 3-2 at home this year at Heinz Field. So, of course, for the Steelers offense, of course, the leader of the offense at quarterback is, of course, Big Ben Roethlisberger, a.k.a. Captain Fatfuck, leader of men. And, of course, at running back, you've got, of course, the rookie Najee Harris. And you also got Benny Snell Jr., and you got Jalen Samuel. Of course, I'm wide receiver, though. I'm the wide receiving core. They're going to be without Juju Smith-Schuster as he's out in the IR for a shoulder injury. No word if he's doing that stupid-ass fucking Corvette dance at the fucking hospital. Honestly, if he does it again, he deserves to be out for the year. Because, honestly, that stupid fucking Corvette dance is fucking stupid and dumb. And, honestly, all the punishment he took for doing that dance on the opposing team's logos last year, he deserved every last bit of that ass whooping he got. But, of course, the receiving core has other weapons on there, too. Of course, names like Chase Claypool, who really broke out on a rookie season. And, of course, being named Mapletron. Chase, you'll never be as good as Megatron. Wake me up when you can make a catch in triple coverage, and I might call you Calvin Johnson 2.0. Then you got also, of course, Deontay Johnson, and you, of course, got James Washington. And, of course, at tight end, you have Eric Ebron, who is questionable for this game with a hamstring injury. Oh, by the way, I should mention that this is also a revenge game, because we are finally here at this point. Alright, Tofu, you can go. Be free. Because for this game, this is going to be Eric Ebron's first game against his old team. Because this is the first time Ebron has played against the Lions since Ebron got cut a few years ago. When Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn first came to Detroit. So yeah, it's taken a few years, but we're finally here. Ebron's first game against the Lions. How bad does Ebron want his revenge? And of course on defense, you got Steven Tuitt, who is out for the year. Who is out on IR with an undisclosed injury. You also got Cameron Hayward, who is questionable for this game with an ankle injury. You also got Tyson Awua, who is on the IR with an ankle injury. But other than that, they still got a lot of playmakers in there. Of course, the main leader of the Steelers' defense, which the defense for the Steelers is the heart and soul of the team. You have, of course, the leader of this team, T.J. Watt, the younger brother of J.J. Watt. And T.J. has quickly become one of the top pass rushers in the league. Like, the man's an absolute fucking beast, so he's going to be a big factor for the Steelers' defense this week. And, of course, you also got Alex Highsmith, and you also got Devin Bush. You got Robert Spillane, who is questionable with an ankle injury. But, of course, in the secondary, has a lot of playmakers. You know, you got Joe Hayden. You also got Cameron Sutton. You also got Trey Norwood and Justin Lane. And then the safeties, you got Minkah Fitzpatrick. And with how much of an interception machine he has been, we might as well call him the real Fitzception. Because he can make plays over the field. And you also got Terrell Edmonds, who can make plays as well. Of course, the head coach of this team is Mike Tomlin. And, of course, you also have an offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, the new coordinator for the Steelers offense, since their coordinator last year was let go because, conveniently, his contract expired. Because the Steeler way is they don't fire their coaches or anything like that. They just let their contracts expire because that's the Steeler way. And of course, the defensive coordinator for this defense is Keith Butler. So far this year, the Steelers' offense has not been that good. They've been ranked 27th overall this year. They're 17th in the passing game and 28th against the run. So yeah, the Steelers have had issues running the ball despite Najee Harris making some great plays, for sure. And Big Ben, you know, kind of looking like he's, of course, Big Ben not getting any younger. But the main thing the Steelers are where they are right now at their record is because of the defense. The Steelers' defense is 14th this year. They're ranked 15th against the pass and 15th against the run. So far, you know, last year they were a top 5 defensive unit. So far this year, they're a mid-pack defensive unit. But, you know, they also have a lot of their playmakers being injured, so that probably plays a factor into it, too. So I think for the Steelers to have a shot against the Steelers, you know, the Lions need to definitely stop the run game and give pressure to Captain Fatfuck. That's number one, and they got to find a way to get through that Steelers defense, because that defense is going to be very hard to stop, to pretty much get plays on. Because there's a lot of playmakers on the Steelers defense. That defense ain't nothing to fuck with, that's for sure. So yeah, of course, you know, at the start of the year, I had this being a game the Lions would win, because, you know, every single year, there's always that one game the Lions should have absolutely no chance in hell at winning. And yet they always find a way to somehow pull it out of their ass and win. And I had it being this game. Because you look at the Steelers, like, on paper, the Steelers should beat the living shit out of Detroit. But there's one thing I noticed about the Steelers the last few years. The Steelers are notorious for playing down to their competition and against inferior opponents and making games more competitive than it should be in the first place. The best example of this was back in the Lions meeting against the Steelers in 2017. Because, to be honest, even though the Lions lost that game 20-15, the Steelers honestly should have blown the Lions out in that game. Because that was the game where Jim Caldwell was being a fucking dumbass in that game and making a bunch of dumbass coaching decisions. It's like Caldwell was literally being a dumbass and the Steelers still couldn't blow the Lions out in that game. Like, seriously, Caldwell going for it on 4th and goal at the 1-yard line when a field goal would give you the lead. And then the following drive after for the Lions, they go on when it's 4th and goal at the 1 again. They kick a field goal when they need a touchdown to tie the game. I'll tell you right now in that game, if the Lions kick that field goal on 4th and goal at the 1 to take the lead, that game would have gone a lot differently. Because one, that 97-yard touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster would never happen. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, this is going to be a really interesting game for sure. I mean, I say this for the Steelers though. I think the Steelers are more than likely going to win this game, but I'll say this. I would not be 100% surprised if the Lions somehow pull this off and get their first win of the year. It would kind of be a Steeler thing to do to play down to Detroit and hand the Lions their first win of the year. But I feel like the Lions are probably going to lose this game and go to 0-9. So as the Lions tank for Kayvon continues. But it would not be surprising if the Lions win this game and the Steelers play down. All I say to Steelers is you better win this game by double digits. And you better not play down to the Lions, because I guarantee you this. If you play down to the Lions and give Campbell and the Lions a chance, the Lions will win this game. If you play down to the Lions and make this game more competitive than it should be in the first place. Ask the Ravens what happened when they played down to the Lions. The Ravens almost got their ass whooped. Until the Lions defense couldn't make plays when it mattered the most. Like the Ravens in that game played all the way down to the Lions level to where the Ravens needed a record-breaking field goal to beat them. So yes, Steelers, you better win this game and blow the Lions out. You better win this game by double digits. You play down, you're not winning this game, I guarantee it. Especially looking at your history of playing down to inferior opponents. It even happened a couple times this year, like especially against the Raiders and a couple other opponents. I always say it's that the Lions do win this game. I wonder if this is going to become another episode of Days of Our Steelers from Urinating Tree. Like, let me be real. There are a couple of Steeler vid makers I respect in this community. You know, there's Urinating Tree, there's Chiseled Adonis, there's, of course, the ghost of Ernie Stoller, who used to be formerly Ghost Eric of Steel. And of course, the other one I also respect too is Lady Steel, especially after last week when she humbled Judah Tribe's bitch ass with that bet and made Judah her bitch. See how I said a Lady Steel is tip of the cap to you for humbling Judah Tribe. You did the entire NFC North a huge favor. I actually applaud you for that. So, and I'll take a bow to you. So yeah, thank you, Lady Steel, for humbling Judah Tribe. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Because I heard about the bet, and trust me, I know about it. I heard about it. Like, even though I was focused on the championship race last week, I was still paying attention and enjoying my off week. But yeah, that was really good from her to humble Judah Tribe. But yeah, anyway, for this game, like I said, I think the Steelers are more likely winning this game. The Lions are going to go to 0-9. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers lost this game and played down to Detroit. Just like they played down to the Lions a few years ago in 2017. So the Steelers better win in a blowout. Or they ain't. And they better not make this game close. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. See you all later. And see you on whatever I make next. See ya. Peace.